Hey y'all, this is Uniquely Made Jessica. Welcome to my channel, and this channel is dedicated to finding any and everything on a budget. So if this is the channel for you, like, rate, and subscribe. And today's video is going to be a little bit different. Y'all don't know this about me, but I love books and I love to read. Nowadays in my adult life, I'm a little bit inconsistent when it comes to actually sitting down and reading. But I do love books and I love to read, and I just wanted to show y'all some options today if you want to get books for free or get them at a really affordable price. So if you want to see that, please stay tuned. So the first option I'm going to give you is always visit your local library. And I'm a library kid, and I think what inspired me to do this video, if you be on TikTok or any social media, if y'all heard about the guy Michael the librarian, he kind of gave me some inspiration. I want to do this video and everything, because he's just always so cheerful and bright, and he's just a whole vibe. So I'm gonna say first step is go to your local library. And I used to go a lot more when I was a teenager and when I used to come home from college, but this was like 10 plus years ago. And I had friends there back when I was like a teenager. My auntie and uncle, we didn't have internet at home, so I would have to go to the library to use the internet for like school. And also, like, Bebo, if you know, you know. And I also met my friends at the library and everything, but I also checked out a lot of books. So, I would say check out your local library. If you're, like, a kid or, like, a teenager, you can go to your school library. I'm pretty sure they have resources for you there. I've been out of high school 15 years, so it's been a minute, so I don't know what's there now. But I know if you go to your local library, of course you can use the computer, you can check out books. They also have music and things of that nature. And they also have two apps that you can use to check out books. The first one is Hoopa, and the second one is Libby. And with both of those, you gotta have a library card. So if you have a library card, you have free access to ebooks, audiobooks, music, magazines, the whole thing. It also depends on your library. Here, since I'm in Birmingham, we have the Jefferson County Library Cooperative, so it's pretty much like all the libraries in the Jefferson County. So I will be able to have access to the books in Jefferson County. You can sign up for different library cards in different states, in different cities, so you can get access to those free books. I'm kind of scary, but I've heard that people will sign up for library cards and you can get them for free. Just use somebody's local address and you'll be fine. I will say, if you're trying to get the more popular books, you might not always be able to access them on Hoopla. At least my local library for Hoopla, the findings is not always that great. With Libby, you have a better chance of finding them, but you might have to wait a while. Because it's a book by Tia Williams. I forgot the name of this new book she came out with, and she's the one that wrote 7 Days in June. If I find the name of the book, I'll put it to my left or to my right. And I'm on hold to get that book right now, and it just came out, and I'm like, I think it's like 20 something people in front of me to get that particular book. So if you have the patience to wait, that's perfectly fine. But Hoopla and Libby are definitely two good options from your local library. If you don't want to go inside of the library, you can check out books that way. So the second option to get free books, I think it's an app called NetGalley. I never used it, but I've heard of other like book girls like mention it, and I think you can read advanced copies of books being written by different authors, and then you can give your review. I haven't personally used NetGalley, but I've heard it's a good resource. Another way, if you have the Kindle app on your phone, I want to get an actual Kindle. But if you have the Kindle app on your phone, you can download free books and whatever. And it's a difference between books that's just all the way free and books that's only free on Kindle Unlimited. I did just finish a 3-month trial of Kindle Unlimited, so I am paying for it now. But a lot of the books that I have read on my Kindle app are actually free. The thing is, you cannot actually buy the books from the Amazon app. You have to go in your web browser and get the books. So I might put a screenshot of like my actual like library of books that I have on my Kindle app. But pretty much what you would do, I'm gonna pretend on me. Well, I don't know how to pretend on me. But anyway, let's just say if I was trying to get some free books, I would go on Amazon on my webpage and whatever. For me, I like romance novels. I like a lot of urban lit. Like, ever since I was like in middle school, high school, I've always been an urban lit kind of girl. So let's just say I type in free Kindle books African American or free Kindle books urban fiction. And it would give you a whole bunch of books and whatever. And it would say either you can do it with Audible or you can read a sample for free. You can get it free with Kindle Unlimited. But if it says that the book is like free, all you gotta do is download the book and whatever, and it will be saved to your Kindle library. And like I said, I'll probably put like a sample or like a screenshot of what I'm talking about so you won't be confused. So I have a lot of like Kindle books that I was able to get for free. I'll be able to take advantage of more books now because I do have Kindle Unlimited now. But if you just want the free books and you don't want to sign up for Kindle Unlimited, that's a good option. And if you a book girl, I know of 2 like groups on Facebook that you can join. You can join Black Girls Read Too and Black Girl Book Club. Those are 2 pages that I'm a group in, and I get a lot of suggestions for like free books, just books in general. And it's a really good resource. And it's another page called Bibliophile on a Budget. She's on Facebook too. I'm assuming it's a she. And Bibliophile on a Budget, she'll let you know of different sales on books that are free. And they also have like Stuff Your Kindle days, so you'll be able to get books for free. Or if you do have to pay anything, maybe like $2.99 or 99 cents, which is a lot cheaper than a lot of books are these days. So that's pretty much it for Kindle. While I'm talking about the free books for Kindle, I might as well just mention Kindle Unlimited. And you can get a free trial for Kindle Unlimited. They had a free trial for like Black Friday and it probably expired sometime in February. So I took advantage of that. But I think they have like a 30-day free trial or weeks. I don't know. I'll post the details somewhere. And I think after that it's like $11.99 or so a month. And with that you can check out 20 books and then read those, then you return those books, and you pretty much the cycle continues. I never check out 20 books at one time. And it's like the older I get, I used to be able to check out a whole bunch of books, sit down, and read them. But it's like in my adult life because stress, life, work, everything else, I don't have the time to physically sit down and read a physical book. I think the last time I did was like 2 or 3 years ago. And that was when I read 7 Days in June. And it was just so good. I know a lot of people think that book is a hit or miss, but that book was just so good. I just like finished it. But anyway, you can get a free trial for Kindle Unlimited just to see how it works for you. And you can cancel the trial before it's up. And if you just want to stick with the free book option for Kindle, that's fine too. I have a whole bunch of them, so that's that. And I have another subscription service that I use. It is called Everand. It used to be called Scribd. So now it's Everand and Scribd are like 2 separate apps. In Everand, it's pretty much you can get your audiobooks, ebooks, magazines, and stuff like that. And Script is now its own app that you can get documents on, if I remember correctly. So they pretty much split them up. I think it's like 2 different apps now, but you still paying one price. And I think they also have a 30-day free trial. And I've had Script for like, well, Everand. I had Everand now for like maybe a year or 2 now. I've had it for like a year or 2. And it's between like $11.99 and like $13, somewhere around that range. And you definitely have access to a lot of books. You're not going to get every book, but the amount of books that you can check out and the vast variety that you get, I feel like is really good. And I feel like those are the 2 things that's like has me pretty well. And I don't have to get Audible. Because I'm not going to lie, the Audible and the credit system, I don't understand how it works. And honestly, it doesn't make sense to me. I feel like if I pay one fee every month, even though it's not unlimited, it feels unlimited to me. That's a lot better than, okay, you get this book, you get this many credits. After that, you can't get another book to, like, girl, I don't got time for that. So, I pretty much use Everand, like, a lot. And I could probably show you guys also what my Everand is looking like, what books I saved, books that I probably read before, so you can get a general feel of what the app looks like. You might get a feel of what I might actually like, too. So, those 2 apps is just, like, wonderful and whatnot. And if you have Spotify Premium, they also have audiobooks, but you can only listen to like 15 hours. Yeah, you can only listen to 15 hours a month. Then after that, you won't be able to listen to any more audiobooks until the next month. So if I just feel like it, I have listened to audiobooks on there, but it's not my primary source for getting audiobooks. I mostly just use Spotify for music. So I'll be back and I can show you how to actually buy physical books on the. Okay, so the next place you can get books from, depending on your price range, Walmart. And I think the last time I bought a book was like a coffee table book, and this was like a few years ago. But sometimes you can get books that are marked down. And one time I did get this book, and it's by Aisha Curry. It's called The Full Plate. Girl, I'm not a chef or anything like that, but I like Aisha Curry. And the book was $5.97. So I mostly use this as kind of like a coffee table book, but I've actually like looked at some of the recipes, and I do want to like try some of these recipes out one day. But I like Aisha Curry. She just seemed like a really positive person and everything. So that's why I got this book. And I also have a book. It's like about the Jackson family, like the Jackson 5 specifically. And it's going over to like their career, where they came from, all this stuff. It's kind of like similar to this, but it's not a cookbook, but it's like a coffee table book. And it has like pictures and all of these things. So yeah, you can get books from Walmart. The next place where you can get books from online is Thrift Books. And this is like only some of the books that I got from Thrift Books. I got The Color Purple, which is like a really good book. It's just like a classic. I have several Alice Walker books. And I first read this book in high school. I think when I was in the 10th grade, it was like required reading. So first read this book in high school, and as you can see, it's letters. And the gist of Thrift Books is you can get books at a more affordable price, excuse me. Yeah, so like I was saying, the gist of Thrift Books, as you can see, they have really affordable books, and a lot of the books are going to be used. So you can get like books. I think you can still probably get DVDs, CDs, video games. I think. But I know most definitely books. And you can get some of these at a really affordable price. But if you're the type you don't mind having an old book, this is good for you. If you want all your books to be new, might not be for you. As you can see, the book has been written in. Somebody wrote Sula. Toni Morrison. I guess that was the book they wanted to read next. So as you can tell, this book has been used previously. And sometimes with these kind of books, you could get them for like maybe $4 or $5, maybe $6. And they have like a pretty wide selection. And if you get a certain amount of points, you could get a free book. And that's how I was able to get, I think it was this one or another one. Because I have Becoming, and I wanted this one. This is in the large print. And I think I paid like maybe between $6 or $8 for this. And this is how much the book would have cost, I guess, originally. I got it in large print because I think this is like the only one they had. But the book looks fairly good. I haven't started it yet, but I want to. So if you get enough points, you can get some free books. And you can add books like your wish list. I got that book. I have this one because I've been wanting this one since I was a kid. I would say probably since I was like a teenager. So I finally got The Rose That Grew from Concrete. I also have another Black woman classic, The Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. I also had to read this in high school. I think I read this my junior year of high school. And then I listened to the audiobook when I became an adult, like a few years ago. I think it was, Hoopa Libby. I listened to the audiobook. It's still good. The thing about this book, if you can get past the vernacular, and she writes it like this on purpose. So if you feel like the language is a bit of a struggle, just think of yourself as an old Southern person. Read it from that perspective. But this is a classic. So yeah, got some books from Thrift Books. The next place I would recommend, hold on, ooh, had to burp. But anyway, the next place you can get books from is from Ollie's, if you have one in your area. And Ollie's is like a discount kind of place where you can get some of everything. You can get like blankets, food, cleaning products and stuff. You can also get books. So this is one of the books I got from Ollie's. And as you can see, this one is $4.99. And I actually used to watch this preacher sometimes on TV. So that's why I got this particular book. And I do sometimes read Christian content because I am one. I can be a bit of a heathen sometimes, but I be needing things to steer me back in the right way. So got this one for $4.99. And I also got this Whitney Houston book some years ago, and this one was $2.99. I think I also got Issa Rae's book, Misadventures of an Awkward Black Girl, and a couple of other books. Surprisingly, I don't think I've ever read this book, and I've had it for like years. So yeah, if you want new books that's pretty affordable, they also sell like Bibles and stuff too. You can get some from Ollie's. The next place I recommend is Dollar Tree. Yeah, you heard me right. Dollar Tree. I got this from Dollar Tree for $1.25. Like, no cap. And I haven't read it yet. And this is called Mary Magdalene Never Wore Blue Eyeshadow. How to Trust the Bible When Truth and Tradition Collide. $1.25. It's not going to be like a super large selection. But if you find a book that you're interested in and they're pretty brand new, yeah, Dollar Tree is a very good option. And let me grab this last book so I can tell you this last place. So the last place I recommend getting books from, if you have one in your area, is 2nd and Charles. As you can see, I got Waiting to Exhale by Terry McMillan. I started this book and started like right over here because if you watch the movie is just like chef's kiss. Especially the older you get as a woman, you can really resonate with like some of the things the characters were talking about. Especially me being in my 30s and I'm close to the age of these characters and Waiting to Exhale. It's like I didn't understand when I was a kid when this movie came out, but I get it now. So I started this, and you can get this from Second and Charles, and it will tell you like the price it originally was and the price that you get it for. And like you can also get, of course, like video games and all that different kind of stuff. So I haven't been to Second and Charles in a couple of years because it's not that close. It's close, and it's like maybe 20 or so minutes away from me, but I don't get to go that often. So this is another place where you can go and get books, and I think it's like another site called like Book Outlet, where that's kind of similar to Thrift Books. I never shopped there before, but I heard people can get books from Book Outlet, and of course you might find books on sale. Like at a Books A Million, because I've gotten books from Books A Million that was on sale. You can get books on sale from Barnes and Noble. Yeah, Barnes and Noble. So there's plenty of places that you can get books from. And I know for me personally, this is what I tend to do now that I have like Hoopa Libby, Everand, and like Spotify and all that jazz. So pretty much what I would do, let's just say if I'm in Target, another place you can get books from. Let's just say if I'm in Target or Walmart and I see some books and I'm like, okay, for me, I do judge by the cover. If the cover looks interesting, I might consider wanting to read that book. So I'll take a picture of the books that I want to read. And I'll go on. I start in Everand first because I feel like that's my better shot. So I'll either go on Everand or Libby or Hoopla, one of the three. Sometimes Spotify. I will go on those apps, see if they have the audiobook available. If the book is available either by ebook or audiobook, I won't buy the book. I just won't buy it. Because I just figure if you're buying a book that's like $15, $20, $25, $30 or so, that's going to be a lot of money to bank on a book and you don't know if it's good or not. At least if I listen to the audiobook throughout these apps, if I don't like it, I don't have to finish it. So I can DNF the book and be like, you know what? This book ain't really talking about nothing. And I won't have to buy it. Versus, I get the book, I pay full price, the book is trash. I hate to say the book is trash, but the book is trash, or the story's going too slow, or I'm getting annoyed and whatever. I don't have a book just taking up space on my bookshelves. And I can show you a picture of my bookshelves. They fairly small, and I got them both from Ollie's, but both of my bookshelves are full. And they're full of books I've gotten, I would say, starting in the past 20 or so years. Because these are books, starting off with books that I've had in middle school, going on to high school, college, and in my adult life. So it's literally stuff that I've read throughout most of my life on those shelves. And I literally don't have the space. It is no more space. So I don't have the space to just be buying a whole bunch of books. I want to. If it was up to me, and if my place was a lot bigger, I would have like big bookshelves full of books that just look so nice, and it'll just pretty much be like my big old personal library. I don't have that much money to spend, and books are getting more expensive these days. So I take pictures of the books I think I'm interested in. I look on those apps, and if they have them, I'm like, okay, cool, let me save them, let me put them on hold or do whatever, so I could actually get a chance to read them. Yeah, I might be paying a subscription for 2 of those apps maybe, but at the same time, it's like a once a month fee of $12.99, $11.99, $13.98, whatever the cost might be. That's better. That's better than me having to spend $16 here, $15 there, $10 here, $20 there. I'm not knocking it if that's an actual hobby of yours and you just like having just physical books. Because I get it. At one point in my life, I was strictly, I want physical books. I don't want any ebooks, audiobooks. I don't want none of that. So I get it. And I like seeing the girls with the stacks up to here getting books every month, every week. Like, I get it. I like that for the girls. But I know for me personally and in my life, that's just not, it's not economically smart for me. I don't have that much space. And for me personally, it doesn't make sense. Like, I love the smell of a fresh new book. Shoot, I sometimes like the smell of the old ones. I just be scared of the book mites. But it's like, I like having physical books around. But me just buying a whole bunch of them at this point, it just doesn't make sense. So I had to learn to become the ebook girl, the Kindle girl. Well, until I get my actual Kindle. A Kindle girl, audiobook girl. I had to learn how to be that person, because it's like, I can't just buy every book that I see, and every book that I think is pretty, and every book that I think will look good on my bookshelf. That's not fiscally responsible of me. I can't do that. So, I'd love to, but I'm not going to be able to. Anyway, I know I rant at the end of each video. So anyway, that's the end of this video. If you have any suggestions on where to get books for free and on the low, please let me know. If you want to see my book collection, because I have a lot of them, let me know. I'm not a book talker. I don't think I can be consistent enough to do that. But I can show y'all some of the books that I own. Some of my own I've owned for years I haven't read yet. I'm just lazy. So maybe I've been trying to tell myself I'm going to get back into reading physical books. And I don't. Audiobooks and just ebooks is just the move for me now. So if you tried any of these, let me know. If you've been to some of these stores, let me know. Always check out your local library. It probably matters a lot to them more than you ever realize. So, yeah. And until next time, bye.